As long as this puzzle isn't also insanely complicated. Okay, what do you have to work with? You have a teleporter. There's a button down there that can send something down to block that off, but only for a few seconds, and that will be stopped. Then you have to, and then you can go and do that, and you can go and you can kind of push these, but you can't actually like utilize them. You can go and get that key easily enough, but then you die. Interesting. Is this intended? Everything I see points to no. So the real question is, how do we get these two put... Oh! This is so not intended. Then what is intended? Because we also have to get that at the end, but you... No. Okay, this is completely unintended. Okay, okay. What seems to be intended... Oh, right, we can push this and have an arrow block go down and land on there and temporarily take stuff out. Potentially have the second arrow block land on top of it. But the issue is that even if I do take this and get pushed through it, I can't get pushed through it. No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay, okay. Nope, this one. Okay. So we have you. Go down here, go down here, go da 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 da. Da 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 da. No, 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 no. You have something that stops you from going further up. You have something that stops you from going further right. Apparently that was enough. What? Just... Oh, right, shoot. Oh, right, no, yeah, that. Because that is one block lower, and then you do... No, you don't. No, you don't. And that could very well be enough time for you to go down there and collect those. But then, again, how do you get out of here? Unless... What am I there? I think I got this. I think I got this. So we do primarily the same stuff again. Go around here, do this, do this, do this. Push this like this, push this like this. Boom, 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 boom. Shoot. Too fast. Push up, go down. Go here, boop, boop. No, shoot. Wait, hold on. Pardon me, I think I got it. I think I got something more... but with more potential. Okay, something like that, but without the bird dying. No. Up, left, down, right. Boom, boom. Boom. Over here, boom, boom. And take that, put it away. No, shoot. Anyway, do this, do this, do this. And if the actual, like, speedrun answer is send the crow down... I mean, that's gotta be insane. Okay. Some matter of timing. 'Cause that's what this game enjoys, is timing-based puzzles. Push you all the way back. Wait, no. No. Okay, okay. It's just that the setup for it takes like 2 minutes. No, 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 no. Okay, okay. Okay. Why was that unable to be, like, worked? I mean, I guess I could... set this down in such a way. Okay. Okay, okay. So I get the crow. Oh gosh, no. I get... So I get the crow. I want it to be above the key. I want to put that in, like, that spot. I want that to be there. Okay. Let's just see how this looks. We get a little bit closer. Push once. Nope. Could do it like the second to highest. Okay, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We want to put you right here when all is said and done. So you can now just go right through there and do that. Okay, anyway. Nope, nope, nope. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 spaces away. And that would be 1, 2, 3, and 4 spaces away. No, I think we also need you to get that way over there. Okay, but we got 1 key. And then the bird just exploded. One. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's the plan. Giant jump over to here. Wait for that. I have to watch the timing on that a little bit better. Okay, anyway. Done. And then we can... Oh yeah, no. This just run over here, run over... No. No. Shoot. But I think we can do this. We just have to remember that the bird has access to a small teleport feature. And we can utilize this teleport. Oh, we almost actually just got the hit. All that pause is just to confirm that this is done, like, properly. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Because now you can, like, get out and stuff and go over here, but we don't have the thing. Okay. Boom. I have a ridiculous idea, and I want to see if it works. No. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was that I was able to do before. Well, and if you do that, but then I need that to still cover that, but that can't cover that unless we use both of those. We use both of the arrow boxes, or just in general 2 boxes to cover all of the fireballs, but we need the teleporters in order to... If I use that, then I can use that and move that and then teleport anything all the way over to up here. So I need to use an arrow first for that. But then what if I use... You know, as long as... But then... Yeah, because if you're not... And then there... Okay, so what I'm thinking is use an arrow to free the upwards teleporter box, but just the one there. Then I can warp my way over all the way down here. Put that box on top of the button to permanently open it. Get the other arrow. And... No, I'd have to like swap both teleport boxes for that to be worthwhile. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do this ploy and see if this is like a lot easier than what I have been doing. For in essence, it's this. I'm almost getting like flashbacks to whatever that old game was. And then we can go back to over here, pick up this, walk all the way back here. No lasers. Or no fires. Okay. But it looks like this is a viable strategy. And we use you to push the boxes down just like this. And then you go and fall down like that. And then you go. Don't quite do it like that. So this might be more viable than the trickery that we were using before. And then all we have to do is bring everything over to here. It's almost like some of these levels were designed with two ways to beat them. Okay. Kind of killed a character there, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? Drop that down all the way. Boof, 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 boof. Red Ladybug is for, like, not getting too close to that area or something. Oh yeah, no, yeah, total game breaker. Imagine if this wasn't actually an intended strategy at all. Because it looked like what I was doing was intended, just difficult to do. Done. I got one beetle for not killing the crow. Alright. Well, that took longer than I was thinking it would. This place feels like a boss fight begging to happen. God didn't come out. Maybe it's a shy one. Very interesting. It's been a while since we had new exceptions. We're not exceptions. We are the rule. Yeah, everything that gets you is an exception. We're the exception. I mean, you are exceptions, but you're not that exception. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you're not exceptions, which is starting to sound really weird now, then what is your purpose? We had a purpose back at our worlds. I was supposed to push blocks, and Toodee jumped on stuff. Ha! You call that a purpose? The guy is right, Topdee. Can't call these real purposes. See, even your friend agrees. Because that's not our real purpose. Our real purpose is team up against all odds. To beat the 4 Guardians. To find the semicolon and save the universe. Yeah! That was a very moving speech, but if you try to leave, I'll have to catch you. No exceptions. Curious. Wait, I'm sorry. This is like a timed boss fight? Okay, but what does opening that give me? Can you jump on the thing's head any better? Wait a second. Ta-da! We did it! Shoot. Okay. And now that we're both here... Shoot. No. Boom, 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 boom. Wait for it. Nope, not quite. There we go. Phew. Shoot. No. Okay. Done. No, you don't. Nope. Yay, you moved into the bullet! Poof. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Well, that worked. Yeah, I totally was messing that one up. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on! Done. Okay, pick it up. E. Really? Okay, okay. Pick it up. Transfer. Transfer. Okay. Pick it up, transfer. Pick it up. Transfer once. Move it. Done. We get stage 1 done reliably. Shoot, that homes in a little bit better. Okay, okay. Done. And is it auto swap controls? No. No. Okay, it's... Round 2 is just round 1, but like a little bit faster. Shoot. No. Done. Yeah, that would kill. That would have killed both of them. Yeah, just run around that. Perfect. Just run around the first one. The rest are a lot easier in comparison. Okay, pick up, transfer, jump right through the beam, transfer. I tried to transfer. Failed. Boom, 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 boom. Done. Sometimes you just have to push the blocks just a little bit to make it work. Nope. 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 Okay. I think the skull is fine to touch. It's just the smoke that's bad. Want to make sure not to accidentally dump that into a pit, because that's really bad. Yeah, because right there it just walked right through the skull and everything was fine. Done. And then phase 2 is just faster. No, no. No, no, no. Nope. Nope. Done. Phase 2 done. Again, it's just the same thing. Oh, getting the keys is the same each time. Yeah, that first one is hardest to dodge because you are putting yourself literally in a corner to get it. And like just setting yourself up to get hit. I almost suggest like not going for it so immediately. Done. Perfect. Wow, I was too fast there. Gosh, that really turned on a dime. Nope. Perfect. No, no. Yeah. I mean, I could always just plan to deal with that part and just let it just be all like, yeah, I know it's gonna happen. Just so now I can just like deal with it, whatever. Shoot. I messed that up so bad. Done. Wow, that worked. Okay. What the? Developers, I found a glitch. This is potentially unwinnable now. Yeah, this is unwinnable now. So, oh wait, no, I got this, All we have to do is take this and stuff it in there, and it drops back to place where it spawns. No. Gosh, all of that just to die. Well, that was unfortunate. Forgot to put that down. Done. Yeah, get that, like, first jump, and it's, like, good. Oh, come on! Ha! I still hit you with one. Whew. It's just the same pattern over and over again. You know what? No. I'm on the first wave. I can just reset. Right. Sigh. Oh, that sucked. I was trying to, like, get you away. How did that hit you? Shoot. Backup strats. Backup strats. Finally. Whew. Okay, yes, use the teamwork to get around the shots, and now third phase again. No, I really can't do that. Oh, come on. I messed up my strategy. Have to restart. Why do I get such big, like, little Big Planet vibes from this game? If fun didn't matter. I don't remember that commercial. I saw it randomly once, and it, like, did not incentivize me to play Little Big Planet. And then I played it, like, at my cousin's place. That would not have killed. That was not close enough to get a kill. Done. Shoot. If we can get it to, you know, section 2 of its attack, it doesn't do that big giant wave motion cannon thing. So it's a lot easier to deal with overall. Okay, awesome. Because with this, it only has a set amount of times it will go around in a circle. I like the actual storyline of Little Big Planet. It's like, hey, the world is corrupted and things aren't broken. Come and fix them. Which I guess I'm getting a lot of from this. And Katamari, that's it. The sound of walking, it reminded me of Katamari. Earlier, when there were like two creatures walking at once. I remember Katamari being difficult. That's the number one thing I remember about it, was that it was hard. And you'd like randomly unlock like new characters and stuff, but it didn't really matter. Yeah, set Toodee. Nope. Yes. Okay, we got phase 1. Got phase 1 strategy and a phase 2 strategy. Oh, that was so close. I don't know why, but I was just reminded of how, like, when I was a kid, there was, like, oh, that, like, I say thing like, oh, that just almost hit. And it's like, oh, it did hit. It's like, oh, you're dumb. That was a hit. It's like, yes, but it's just, like, barely a hit. Like, just barely. Almost, like, a near miss for a hit. But I'd call it, like, it's just an almost hit. Like, barely a hit. And that just, like, brings to mind how, like, a lot of times when, you know, like, neurodivergent people talk, like, say things, people say, oh, that's, like, utter ridiculousness. That doesn't make any sense. And then, but the people who actually, like, stop to think about what it is that we're saying will eventually, like, realize, oh, wait, it does make sense. You just have to, like, think about it, kind of. Okay, that one being way down there is not helping us any. Done! Shoot, it started the thing anyway, so it did it regardless. Or maybe it just always does it by that point. Shoot, nope. Awesomeness. Well, that was close. Shoot, I hit the wrong button. I do like how this, like, turns a, like, it takes a puzzle game and makes, like, dynamic boss fights. That was weird. It makes, like, dynamic and active boss fights. There we go. I wonder if you could, like, save one of its, like, shots for a while. And, like, hit it twice with, like, one volley kind of thing. Apparently I passed the minimum amount of times to swap. So, I mean, technically speaking, you could do this whole second half with just Topdee. You don't need to switch back into 2D. I'm gonna miss this part. I'm not. My hands hurt. Let's celebrate. Have some water. Ow. I'm sure all those shapes on their chests do things. So how's your experience with the corruption? I wasn't corrupted! Yeah, those things were terrible. I'm Steve. Are dangerous, so I need to ensure that they stay here. That's okay, we're already used to it. We're trying to find the missing semicolon by following the portal trail. But there's nowhere left to go. What? If I already met all the other guardians, it means you've been everywhere. I mean, except for that one place. Yeah, well, that's probably where I need to go. I'm not sure it even exists anymore. The place is riddled with corruption. Alfred it long ago. How long has this universe existed? I thought this universe was pretty new. There's an ancient glitch there. A glitch that existed for at least as long as Aelf. It's a perfect high spot for the semicolon, I must admit. I can send you there, but beware. That place is very unstable. And if Toodee is there, that might be even more dangerous. There's one angry piece of paper. Oh right, yeah, Toodee is the no-keeper. Thank you to it, it's us. Yeah, we're the best team in the world. No, the universe! Okay. Oh shoot, I forgot to know about the third dimension. But they can't enter it anyway, so never mind. Third dimension. Jokes. And next time, we'll probably be beating the game with Chapter 5 Return. But for now, my hand is sore. I got my 2 episodes done. Ow. Even if they aren't very exciting, I hope that boss fight was worth it. I like the boss fight, okay? I'm just going to mention, I like the dynamic nature of the boss fights. That one was curious. It was like the same pattern for all 3 rounds. Whereas previous boss fights had different patterns for the different rounds. That one was like the same all 3 times. Yeah, sure, it got a little bit like faster, maybe. But that was about it. Oh yeah, and it shot like more dark energy blasts, which are easy to dodge if you are free to swap between characters. Oh gosh, trying to dodge all 3 of them as Topdee without swapping to get the blue beetle? That would be a fun little challenge.